responded to Chancellor Avenue and 18th Street on the report of shot spotter activation. While en route to the call, Richmond PD Communications received a call that a person was shot in the 1600 block of Chancellor. Officers arrived on scene and quickly determined that the victim suffering grave injuries, and Richmond Fire Department and AMR were requested to the scene. Multiple life-saving measures were taken. However, the victim, identified as Miguel Ramirez, was pronounced deceased on scene by AMR. Through the police investigation, it was revealed that occupants of a vehicle was driving southbound on 18th Street towards Chancellor Avenue. They participated in a gun battle and exchanged gunfire with at least one person who was standing IFO in front of 1800 Chancellor. There were multiple gunshots exchanged between both shooters, both inside the vehicle and the individual standing in front of the home. It was learned through the police investigation that Miguel had just returned home from his work at KPIX Channel 5 here in San Francisco. He was retrieving his mail from the alcove of his complex when he heard multiple gunshots. Ultimately, he was struck by a stray round that was fired from approximately 475 feet away. Richmond homicide detectives received information that a newer model Dodge Durango, pictured here, was involved in the shooting. The vehicle was identified along with the driver, and the driver has been questioned by detectives. Richmond homicide detectives are looking for leads in identifying the other occupants of the vehicle, as well as the shooter or shooters seen in front of 1800 Chancellor Avenue or inside the Durango. Richmond Police Department is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and charging of the persons responsible. Any information in this case can be directed towards Detective Sagan at area code 510-620-6622 or at an anonymous hotline at area code 510-621-1212 extension 1933. The Ramirez family is here with us. They'd like to say something.
Well, all I want to say is,
Can you step forward?
all I want to say is I want justice for my dad. July 1st was his birthday in heaven, and it's been super hard for everyone, not just me. And I just hope that we are able to get the people involved and that people actually come forward and help us find out who did it, because my dad did not deserve to go that way. I still need him, and I'm pretty sure that my sister still needed him too, so I just hope that people really help us out. If you saw or if you know anyone that knows who did it, please come forward. Like Sergeant said, there's a reward, there's a phone number you can call. Please, please everyone, please do it for us. I don't know if you do it.
Again, there's a $10,000 reward, and the numbers again are to contact Detective Sagan at area code 510-620-6622 or the anonymous hotline where you can remain completely anonymous, no names, no information needed to be provided at area code 510-621-1212 extension 193. Thank you very much.
Sergeant G.
I just had a question. So just to be clear, you've arrested one person who was in that vehicle.
Correct.
Is that person not being cooperative as far as naming the others who were in that car?
The detectives have spoken with the individual. However, we're not providing any of that information at this time.
But he is under arrest. He's in custody?
That information isn't really being released at this moment.
The individuals they had the exchange of gunshots with at the 1800 block or whatever on Chancellor.
On Chancellor, yes.
Yeah. What's the disposition of those people? Are they?
We're looking for information regarding those individuals who were inside the vehicle and on the sidewalk exchanging gunfire with each other.
Have you been able to identify any of those individuals?
That's what we're seeking information for.
Can you speak to why this has taken so long
For which aspect?
to arrest the people? If you have one person under arrest and you have a suspect, what's taking so long to track down the others?
Further information, further leads, as well as evidence regarding what occurred in the case.
Okay, so I'm a little unclear, because at first you said you questioned an individual, and then you said you arrested an individual, then you said you didn't arrest an individual. So what's the status of this individual? Is
The
it
individual currently has been questioned, is in custody, but we're not fully releasing any information later regarding that individual at this time.
and what was their role?
They were the driver of the vehicle.
But you don't believe they fired shots?
That is undetermined or ongoing in the investigation currently.
Do you have any idea how many people are in the vehicle?
Not at this time.
Is this your only visual image?
Yes, that we can provide.
And
Do you
how
have
many
others?
individuals on the street?
One, possibly more.
One possibly,
Multiple.
Can you say anything about, after having questioned this suspect, I'm assuming you're calling him a suspect, the
Mhm.
person who's been arrested, can you say anything about what that person's relationship may have been to others in the car or to the folks who were on the street? Is this a gang issue? Was it?
That's ongoing in the investigation. It would have to refer to detectives at this time.
So you've not recovered the vehicle?
The vehicle has been recovered, yes.
So you've impounded that?
Yes.
Does it show evidence of gunfire having struck it?
It's been processed. That information is not being released at this time.
For how long was this gun battle, as you describe it? For how long of a distance and how long of a duration?
It was approximately, here's where the gun battle occurred, at 18th and Chancellor Avenue at the intersection. The victim was here in the 1600 block of Chancellor Avenue, approximately 475 feet away. The gun battle occurred in this area, approximately a block and a half, where multiple rounds were fired.
what types of weapons?
The caliber at this time, I don't have that information.
So we don't know, rifles, guns, pistols,
I
handguns?
believe they were firearms.
I'm sorry?
They were handguns, I apologize.
Is there any other family member who'd like to step forward? I'd love to hear from you. Erica, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
The fact that this was happening on your street, on your parents' street, what do you make of that? Is that something that surprises you or doesn't?
Well, to be honest, when they moved into that place, it was not the best neighborhood because they used to live somewhere else by 18th Street, 625 18th Street. And it was a better area, but when they came to this area, it seemed a little bit uncomfortable, not so safe. So it was kind of a concern for everyone, but you never think that's gonna happen to you. And I mean, I always told my dad, don't be in the streets, because it's not safe. He would always be like, it's okay, Erica, I'm always gonna be okay. And, this happens to him, so it's like, I don't know, I don't know how to feel, I don't know what to say. I just wish it was a dream, that's all I can say. But it's obviously not a safe street because more shootings are happening around there, so something's going on there. I don't know.
And Erica, when you say they, you mean your dad and your mom live there?
Yeah, my mom and my dad lived in an apartment, and then my grandma, they live in the house nearby, like next to each other. So it was family. So probably they felt comfortable living together there, but in reality, the area was not safe. Let's be honest, it wasn't.
Are you saying that there have been more shootings since?
I mean, I heard I was on my phone and I saw like a news break on my phone updated, and it was a shooting on 18th Street, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Can you speak to what has been most frustrating for the family as you've been waiting for answers?
What's more frustrating for me is the fact that the person is still free, Person is still living their life, and who has to suffer the pain? I do, we all do. So it's not fair. It's not fair for that person to be living while I'm not living, because deep down, I'm dying, I need him. No one can bring it back. No one. But at least if we get that person, we'll get that peace of mind that justice was heard.
Sonny, could we ask you how many officers, detectives, investigators are working this case?
Multiple detectives. We also have a couple specialty units that are working it, following any leads the detectives continue to get, following up with surveillance and different aspects that they can, based on the leads that they have. Like I said, we have multiple detectives working on it tirelessly and relentlessly. Obviously, based on the information they have, we're here at this point looking for more leads. The public's help, which we really need, as well as offering this $10,000 reward. And you know, you can remain completely anonymous. No information need to be provided.
And how about FBI or outside investigators of that?
Well, a lot of our
agency that's-
specialty units are attached to FBI units or, you know, DEA units, different specialty, different agencies, and we're using everything that we have, every resource and everything to our ability.
You're not releasing the name of the person who's in custody,
We are not.
an age, a place
right
of-
now we're not releasing
place of
them.
residence?
They are an adult.
over 18 from Richmond?
We're not releasing that information at this time, due to it still being an ongoing investigation.
How likely is it in these types of cases with the passage of time that's expired, that's taken place, that somebody would come forward? I mean, what's the probability, I guess is the question. How hopeful are you?
We're extremely hopeful. That's why we're here with the family. That's why our detectives haven't stopped working the case. You know, if they didn't have any hope, they would have stopped. But they continuously had to stop. They're out there working nonstop. Detective Sagan's here all hours of the day and night, and we're helping as much as we can, as well as all of our specialty units.
Can you speak to whether there has been an uptick of gun violence in that area?
Well, we constantly have shot spotter activations, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are guns. They could be backfires from cars, things like that. But there's no real uptick in violence in that area. No.
I remember that this homicide was one of two within a few days in a spate of shootings during that period. Is this connected? Is this activity connected to any of those others? Are there links?
I believe they're completely unrelated.
Thank you.